tales of the winter wind drag the splintered husk of a departed soul across the barren landscape, raped of its former beauty by eons of violence and cruelty. The rasping call of a lone raven, driven mad by hunger, shocks you from your tormented slumber to witness the horrors of new dawn in this tortured existence, knowing that there is no end in sight or reprieve for your tormented mind. Jesus Christ! That was fucking bleak! I was trying something new. I thought it would have more impact. Yeah, it fucking did! Christ, just stick with the light-hearted stuff for now, okay? It's Christmas! Yes, absolutely. Back on track, no problem. Fuck! It's Dead Reckoning, Season 3, Episode 5. It's Christmas, though you wouldn't have known that from the intro. Oh, good God.
Join us.
What are we doing in this episode? Because it says Christmas special. I don't know if it's different or...
Christmas special. Well, if you recall, the two of you were the ones who suggested that we do a Christmas episode for Christmas. And I said, oh, okay. And since then, I've just had a barrage of questions. When is it? What are we doing? What time is it? Are we recording this week?
I don't know what we're doing.
What's this, Christmas special? It's like, fuck's sake.
It's the 25th of December every year.
Did I suggest the Christmas episode, did I?
I think it was both of us.
Well, we're recording it now. Put it out.
It's nice. It's been great having guests, but it's also nice to do an episode with no guests.
Oh, I was thinking that. I was thinking...
They are more stressful because you're like trying to impress them a little bit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We've got no one to put on a show for. We're all sat here in our underwear, just eating cereal straight out of the box, just winging it.
I'm still in my pajamas. It's 12:30.
Like the good old days.
Well, I was just about to introduce Santa, but Paul's just ruined that. Ho, ho,
I've got a lot of questions for him. A lot of questions. I am out of pocket. Thousands of dollars.
Where'd you get them elves from, eh?
I got asked recently by a kid, she was about 3 or 4, and she came up very matter of fact to me. It was when I'm in work. So when I'm in work as well, I'm used to dealing obviously with 16, 17-year-olds, and I talk to them like they're adults. So there's a colleague's daughter who sometimes she picks her up from school and has to bring her to work for the last hour or whatever like that. And she was in the office and she was just kind of like, she just walked straight up to me. She was like, Kirsty, I know you'll tell me the truth on this. And I was like, oh, fuck, what is it? What's she going to say? And she was like, Father Christmas? I was like, yes. I said, is he real or is he made up? And I said, he's real. I used to work for him. I said, but it's like, I was like, do you know how sort of psychic energy works? And she went, no. I was like, well, when you grow up, you'll realize how psychic energy works. We don't really tell that stuff to kids. And I just very matter-of-factly, as if I was telling her like about, I don't know, electricity or something. I was like, yeah, of course it's real, but we just don't oversell it to you kids because.
Were you name checked in the suicide note?
Well, I told her it was real. He was real, and I worked for him. And she said, "What was he like?" I said, "He was very nice, very kind, and he's very knowledgeable." And she's like, "Kirsty's too tired to make stuff up." What do you want? Yes, he's fucking real. I'm a busy. Do you know this is a workplace? Do you know this is a workplace? Sit on the settee and here's some stickers, right? It's a workplace.
Did she think you used to work for Santa because of your stature?
I told her I did because I used to work in the Grotto, which I did used to work in the Grotto.
That's true, you did.
Didn't I?
if they checked any of this, it would all be true.
Exactly. Like if they were
you
on
could
my
be hooked
LinkedIn.
up to the lie detector, you'd pass.
If they checked out LinkedIn, they'd see that I worked for Father Christmas.
You can imagine in an interview, they're like, "Oh, that's funny." Sorry, why is that funny?
Why is that funny?
Oh.
You've put under references Father Christmas, care of North Pole. Yes. He doesn't have an email, right?
I can give you his actual address in witness if that helps.
You just make sure you draw like a badly drawn candy cane or something on the envelope. That also helps it get there. It expedites the process. If you put a very business-like letter, he's gonna leave that to last because he's got a lot of kids' letters to deal with. So you need to put it, just put like some stickers on it. That will expedite the reference. It does not have a phone number.
At what age do you think now that kids start to think, nah, he's not real?
I think it's fast. I think it's faster now because I was talking to someone about this yesterday. I hate and I've said this on the podcast before. I hate this time of year when everyone's like, I've got to do a Christmas Eve box. I've got to do this. I've got to do Christmas movie night. I've got to do Elf on the Shelf. It's like, you don't have to do any of that shit. Kids don't give a fuck about that shit. You do. And you like showing off on Facebook saying that you've done it, right? So I think they find out earlier because they're preparing. They're going to school and it's like, do you have Elf on the Shelf? And it's like all the fucking middle class mums who don't actually fucking work, like doing it, and their kids are like, oh yes, the elf moved last night. Oh, he's such a silly Billy. He got frozen in ice, and it's like, I haven't got an elf here. There's no elf in my house. And like, there's a big billboard that went up somewhere. I think I don't know if it was in America or the UK, but someone paid for a massive billboard to go up on behalf of some like left wing political think tank that says Father Christmas brings more presents to rich kids than poor kids. And they paid for that to go up. And I was like, so I think they start to get onto it earlier because they're like, right, well, Father Christmas is an egalitarian man, surely. He's a kind man. Why are all these kids who've got a bit of money, why are they getting a better fucking Christmas than I am? And I think that they use that comparison. Oh, I haven't got a Christmas Eve box. No, I don't get new pajamas on Christmas Eve because that only got invented 3 fucking years ago, apparently, in most places in this country. It's like, no, we don't have any of that. And it's like, oh, well, you must be poor then, So then they start to realize, oh, maybe this whole thing's a fucking crock. Maybe none of this is real. Like,
the real thing around that is that those commies haven't considered that bigger houses means bigger chimneys. Like you can't fit a little like riding car down a small chimney.
I've just remembered when I had way too much to drink and I was on the train home, and like it was a few years ago, like probably 10 years ago, but it was like after a Christmas night out, and there were all these families on the train, and I was getting a bit pissed off because there was like fucking kids everywhere. They sat a kid next to me, and they were like, "Can we put him here?" Blah blah. And they're all talking, and they were the worst kind of middle class nonsense of like, "Don't forget, we've got to go home and put our reindeer food out and all this." And and like the kid was not asked about any of this. He was just kind of sat there going, "Yeah, sure, whatever you want, mum." And then then he piped up like, "We haven't even got a chimney." And mum went, "Well, Father Christmas has got a special key, so if you don't have a chimney, it's okay. You can use his magic key." And he just looked at me, and I looked at him, and I kind of made this face like, that sounds like bullshit. And the little guy just kind of shook his head and was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't into it. I gave him that face that's like, that sounds like total bullshit, mate, doesn't it? Yeah, magic key. What a load of shit. It's your parents buying you the presents, right? That's why they were wrestling that fucking letter off you.
I can imagine how exaggerated that expression would have been if you were drunk. Like a Tina Fey eye roll.
Very much so, very, very, very Tina Fey and like, oh my God, like reindeer. Yeah, go put your reindeer food out. It's basically that'll just attract rats to your house. You're basically putting it like in the winter, putting fucking oats outside your front door. What the fuck is that going to do? You're going to be inundated with lots and lots of rats. That's what's going to happen.
Plague for Christmas again, kids.
Please leave all this in, please leave all this in.
That could have gone one of two ways. I was half expecting to say, he looked up at me and I tried to smile, but then I was sick all over it.
No, I just lose, as much as I don't have a filter normally now, I gave that up in my early 20s, the old filter, gave that up. But like, as much as even now when I've had a couple of pints, it's just gone. It's just fucking gone. And like this kid, like I could hear the mum and it's like all the mum doing all the fuck. She didn't shut up for like 20 fucking minutes. We've got to get your Christmas. Which Christmas jumper do you want to wear tomorrow? And they don't give a fuck about these things. They don't care. Like they're doing it to placate you because you seem so fucking into it, and they don't really care that much. You know what I mean? They like doing normal stuff, like just like I don't know. They like having their family around them. They like playing games. They like the fact that that's what they like. And you turn it into this. Oh, we've got to do this, and then we've got to do this, and overstimulating them, and over like. Don't forget, we've got gingerbread man decorating at 10 tomorrow, and then at 12 we've got to go and make a wreath, and then at 2 we've got to. It's like you're gonna have a heart attack, love. I felt like saying it. You're gonna have a fucking heart attack. Kids, listen, your mum's gonna die soon because she's overdoing it. She's stressed to fuck. You're poor and you don't know it because she's trying to make out you've got loads of money, and Santa isn't coming down the fucking chimney because you ain't got one. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Anyway, this is my stop.
Runcorn, that's me. See you later, guys.
Oh yeah, I remember I went to the pub once on Christmas Eve, and there was like a portly gentleman sat at the bar, like on his own. And I think this is when you can actually smoke in pubs. And he had a big long white beard, and he was in a pair of dungarees. I went up and ordered a pint, and I looked at him and I went, "Should you be drinking tonight, mate?" And he just looked at me and he's just like, ugh. Like that was clearly not the first time someone had asked him that night.
There's a guy who comes in the Lion called Dermot, who he is like a slightly portly gentleman with big rosy cheeks. He's dead happy. He's got a white beard and white hair, and this happens to him every fucking. He loves it though. He really is like, "Hello, little girl. Father Christmas is just having a little pint of Guinness before he goes, and it's good for you. Guinness is good for you." "Oh, don't worry, I'll be down later. You're not Jewish, are you?" "No, okay, I'll be down later then."
You're not Jewish, are you?
You're not a Jehovah's Witness. "No, okay, cool. I'll be around. Don't worry. What number you live at? 12, right? I'll be there." Yeah.
That was Christmas Eve when we went out to the pub, but I also got so drunk that I threw up outside of my bedroom window, which is on the front of the house. So I got woken up on Christmas morning by my dad outside the house, looking up at me with my head out of the bedroom window, like slobber, hanging down my mouth, with my head still out the window, and the outside of the house was just covered in sick. And I spent Christmas morning in pajamas and a fucking dressing gown, hosing sick.
Hosing is up the window.
I had a brush as well. My dad was making me brush it down the stairs after it hosed off. And he because I was so hungover, he wouldn't let me go back to bed. So he insisted that I do the rounds of him, and he does really unnecessary family visits. So it was just me and my dad at my uncle's house, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm just sat there on the sofa, just feeling outside of my own body. I'm just I don't want to go to bed, Dad. Do you want a mince pie? It's I'm a fucking sleep.
What a Christmas.
Now to eat the richest meal of the year. I've put wine in the gravy. We used to do that. I mean, mum would get in the car and drive around Runcorn, hand delivering cards to people on the Christmas Eve, which I found so fucking pointless. It's why are we doing this? It saves on stamps. It's yeah, but we've just spent 20 quid on petrol to be able to do it. So stamps are fucking cheaper. Aren't they, fucking economic genius? We've just put 20 quid worth of petrol in the car, even though we're not really going anywhere for 3 days. To drive round.
Next year, you're getting Christmas themed stamps.
Yeah.
I remember one year we had, because there was always the main tree, which was Mum's tree,
Yeah.
which was decorated I don't know what the names of these magazines are, but like a Beautiful Home magazine, whatever cover. It was just insane in the living room. And then there was the shitty, dumb kids tree that was just looked like the 80s threw up on it.
Yeah, even when we were in our
subject.
20s, she would not. And I remember one year.
Oh, you're not allowed to touch the tree.
No, one year she wasn't really feeling too well, and I was like, "Do you want me to give you a hand?" And she was like, "I'm just gonna sit here." And basically, it was like, "Shall I put this here?" She's like, "No, up one, there, okay, there, right. What about this one? Round the corner, up two." And she was just sitting there directing me how to do this. And then I said, "Can I have a bit of a break?" This went on for a good hour, and I was like, "I just need a quick sit down, Mum. I just need a break from this, right?" And then I went out and came back and she's there just moving stuff. I'm like, you told me to put it.
Everything you put there.
Yeah, get in the conservatory and get in the back and do your shit Christmas tree.
And it was always like, then she'd do the Christmas dinner, which was, you know, like turkey or whatever, and then the Riesling and everything. It was all like a real, out of a magazine Christmas.
Yeah.
And then you compare that to Nan's on my dad's side of the family Christmas, which was just fucking, it was like prawn cocktails or melon to start. Gravy so cold you can ski down it.
Well, the thing is with that was just some weird joke that like the gravy was a bit. Do you know why the gravy?
The gravy was like not quite boiling.
It was slightly not boiling, and it was like that because we said we'd be in the pub for an hour, and we were in the pub for 3 hours. So that's why everything was cold. And she was like, and then so you've got these two drunk idiots, my dad and my uncle Stuart, just going like making all these fucking puns about gravy and like.
God, she was a saint, wasn't she?
The next year, R.I.P. Joyce. And next year, the gravy was so fucking hot that we couldn't eat it. It was like came out and it was still like bubbling, and I was like, She was like, "Go on, get it on while it's hot. Get it on while it's hot." And you're like, I can't eat it. It's too hot. We were all burning our fucking mouths.
The dish is glowing orange now.
Every year, and it was and then a little plastic Jesus walking across the table.
Oh, that was funny.
This is like Goldilocks and the gravy. It's like 1 year it's too cold, 1 year it's too hot.
It wasn't even cold.
Right.
It was just not super, super hot. And the reason was she'd been trying to keep this food warm for like 2 hours while we're just like she's ringing me Uncle Stuart's phone in the bloody Riverside, going, "Where the fuck are you?" Like,
yeah, because it wasn't like, "Oh, let us help you." It's like, "Let's all get out of the house while Mum cooks," and they just went to the pub and just got blasted.
I think to be fair, that's what she wanted because they were just in the way, and they'd be wandering, getting even more drunk in the house and wandering into the kitchen, going, "What's going on in here?" And she'd be like, "Go away! This has nothing to do with you. Go away."
Well, that was a proper. It was always a real Christmas tree. There was always those big garish foil decorations,
which I now
have. There
have.
were some that were bright pink. And I can't remember the other
sea
colours,
urchins.
but bright pink and orange, like sea urchins.
They were like
I've
big
never
spiky
seen anywhere
balls.
Since. Amazing.
No, they were definitely 1950s. We went. So our nana passed away recently, and me and our cousins, we went over and like, God knows there's probably some collectible stuff in that house that was worth a little bit or whatever. All we cared about was the shit Christmas decorations and arguing over who's going to get what. And Sarah was like, "I'm having the king, I'm having the king." So it's like a weird pale blue velvet cone with like a rotten old polystyrene ball for a head. And it was just fucking, she was like, "I'm having this." And I ended up with like a few, we all took some. I like, mine would definitely, like, I took a picture of that when we'd all done the trees and stuff, me, Katie and Sarah. We sent like pictures around on WhatsApp. And of all Nana's ornaments on the tree, and I managed to get these two little ceramic, like a little girl and a little boy with toys. They're fucking horrible. And she was like, "They're definitely haunted." I was like, "I know they are. I know they watch me when I turned my back." I thought the little girl had the doll and the boy had the train, but now it's the other way around. And then I look back and like, "Oh no, he's got the trainer, Lewis." Lewis, I think we're haunted again.
Well, you've got to ask yourself, she was a devout Christian for a Protestant. Maybe it was to do with the ghost.
For a Protestant.
Maybe she was just trying to keep some evil at bay.
Yeah, but that's what we were all bothered about getting hold of. I was like, if there's a Web Ivory catalogue from the 90s in this house, I fucking want it.
I'll tell you what, if I was there and anyone made a move towards those sea urchins, I would have drawn blood.
We don't know what happened to the sea urchins. They were not there. I think someone's when she couldn't.
Someone snuck in there and took them as soon as she went to the hospital. They were like, "Now's my chance to strike."
We'll all be looking at people's Christmas photos over like on Facebook, just like in a lab, blowing them up as like, it's there. Look, you can see the spike. Fuck you, Stuart.
It could be a balloon. Don't be stupid, Keith. Oh, I'm going to stoke that fire. remotely.
No, I think they went missing not too long. I think they went missing a few years ago when she could no longer sort of decorate her own tree. Like people would go around and decorate it for her. And I kind of feel like someone's just gone, these are fucking horrible, and bin them and got us some new ones. I thought
she'd maybe like taken a trip to Llandudno one final time and set them adrift in the sea because she knew she couldn't use them anymore.
Goodbye, my friends.
They let her go in the arms of the angels.
That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway.
Sea urchins on the tree. Very Christmassy.
So that Needful thing I had, like, way back when. He's like captives Christopher Pike from the episode The Menagerie in Star Trek. Yeah. But it beeps as well, like 1px. It's due for now.
Oh, that's good.
It's like limited edition. It's like, it's not going to be like,
hey, was that
constant
Hallmark
print, is it?
Yeah, Hallmark do it every year.
How good is Hallmark? I was like, the
like
card company.
Oh,
I don't need to be looking at this. And I'm like, wait, what? What have you got?
They do it every year. They got the license for it, and I think it's almost gone too far the other way now with decorations because like they went quite tasteful for a bit, and then it was like a couple of trendy shops in London started going, look, it's a cactus. Imagine that on a Christmas tree. It's absurd, and this is £47, and then like everyone started copying it, and so now when you go and like try, there's loads of them kind of tacky glass, and it's like a hot dog and like a popcorn. Do you know what I mean? Though they're like tacky on purpose. They're knowingly tacky. They're not tacky by accident. They're tacky because someone's made them tacky. So I've actually got an ornament of a little Christmassy Primark bag on my upstairs tree. And like, yeah, they've got a bit. So you can get like loads of horror related Christmas decorations now. You can just, if you want to do that to your house, I mean, you know, you have to draw a line somewhere.
Well, our tree now, so we started this tradition where every year we get each other a Christmas ornament, like a special one that, you know, means something. And then we did it for the kids as well. So now our Christmas tree is basically, it's lights and then just 100% all these custom ornaments. And there's tons of crazy shit on there. There's margarita glasses, there's lobsters, there's a fox that Kath used to follow on Instagram. You wouldn't believe what's on there. Jeff Goldblum makes an appearance. And then we got this year for the kids. We got Finn Blastoise decoration.
I saw that on your Facebook page.
And then Melody, we got a Rubble from the Paw Patrol with like a Christmas hat on a candy cane.
Oh, Rubble's the bulldog. Rubble's
the
little bulldog. I love him.
He's the builder pup. And then Kath got. I kind of love the one Kath got because it's like the four of us in our Halloween costumes posing for a photograph inside a snow globe. It's like ornament. I love it's Halloween and Christmas and the family. And I got Bob from Bob's Burgers dressed as the Bleakin, which was amazing. Got that. I had to get that shipped in specially from the US of A.
One of my favourite things to do at this time of year, which I may well have mentioned this before because it is one of my favourite things to do, is you go to a shitty Christmas market. So we'll be going to the Chester one a week tomorrow, and
it's like free sheds.
Yeah, you go to like there's always a stall which is like, look, you can make a custom Christmas decoration for your tree with all the family on it. And me and Lewis walk up and just stay there for ages, just sort of like looking, like going, oh, it's not there. And then they're like, you okay? Do you need help? It's like, are all these people white? And they just yeah, never mind. Not for us, dear. This stall isn't for the likes of us. It's only for white people. And then that just makes them feel terrible. That's what I want to do. Trying to make as many people feel bad as possible.
But have you tried the Kwanzaa stall? What?
How dare you? Our Kwanzaa tree has been up since September the 12th. As is tradition.
You're going to go there this year and there's just going to be like the Afro-Caribbean Christmas decoration store.
You're not going to buy anything.
Welcome on.
Oh, no. They've basically bet all like everything they own on us showing up. Like, Chester was a bad choice, man. Yeah, we walk around the corner and it's like, oh God, Lewis, get your money out. We're going to have to. Look at these guys. They haven't had a sniff all day.
Chester.
It is literally just like 2 sheds outside of the town hall.
It's the
Not
set, like
bad.
I always want to go to it because there is something I quite like about just going and knowing that you're spending a load of money on absolute crap and shit that no one wants. And like, let's go and have getting in a queue behind like 12 girls who are out on a works night out and they're all buying a single glass of Prosecco each with their debit cards. It's like, get it around, stupid bitches. Merry Christmas, fuck off. Trying to get my mulled wine.
I used to look after the Manchester Christmas markets like at night, and you'd get like drunk people coming out of like clubs and pubs and stuff after Christmas parties, and there'd be people just like there'd be like a tulip stall that'd sell like tulips and random all sorts of bits and bobs and decorations and that, and it wasn't actually a stall, it was like fenced off at night because it was like open, people just like walk around and stuff. And there's always people who just like piss through the fence, and you like go over to them and go, "You can't do that there, mate." And they just like look at you like, "Why?" It's like, because you're like pissing on the store, like literally like you just pissing on the Christmas decoration. He goes, "Why can't I do that?" It's Christmas. It's a free country. It's like,
It's
don't
Christmas,
piss
it's a
on
free
the decorations.
I did once I was in I think it might have been Chester actually, but I was in a pub and I'd been doing a bit of shopping. I saw this guy. It was very busy, and this guy was like, "Do you mind if I like share this table?" "Yeah, of course you can, mate. No worries." And he's got this big bag. I said, "Oh, Christmas shopping," and he went, "Oh yeah," and he seemed very excited about explaining to me what he did. And he got his this piece of paper out, and it just said like, "Girl 12, boy 8, mum, dad," like, and the age is next to them. And I was like, right. He said, and what I'll do is I'll just go to a stall, give them that list, and go, all of that, whatever you've got. And I was like, does that work? And he went, oh yeah. And he just chooses a different stall every year to go to. And I was like, well, what have you got? And he said he'd been to one of these that, like prints out. Well, it's like when they do art prints of different things. So they do horror ones, they do sci-fi ones, they do, I don't know, like Disney ones, and it's like illustrations and sort of, I don't know, like references, you know what I mean, to like things out of popular culture. And he just basically handed him that. And the guy's just, he was like, I've got my dad supports Everton, so I got this for him, and it's like an Everton one. My mum likes tea, so this says, keep calm and have a cup of tea. And he just done it in one stall, put it all in a bag and gone to the pub. Absolutely superb. Like,
Make someone else do the work.
I was like, you're the late. I was like, I said, so you're the uncle. He was like, yep, these are all my nieces and nephews. I was like, you married? He's like, nope. Like, right, so you're the single uncle who shows up. And it's a total roulette what you're going to. He's like, yep, that's me. I love it. Absolutely.
That's genius though, because they're all appropriate gifts for the person they're giving them to.
He was making the stall holder do the work, which they're probably happy to do. That's like, Dad 58. Like, right, okay. Was it like football? Yep. Who's what? Everton. Done. Right. What's your mum like? I just feel a bit sorry for mum because I'm sure she has more interest in tea. I saw her drink a cup of tea once. Right, tea. There we go. Does she like anything else? Not really. No. All right. Well, tea. Keep calm and have a cup of tea. You can have that.
When she's not washing or cooking or ironing, I sometimes see her having a cup of tea. Her one vice.
Keep calm and do the washing up. No, they don't go so well. They don't sell so well. Okay, yeah. Keep calm and clean the house, you lazy slattern. Do you have that one? No, don't have that one.
Never make a comment that you're like mildly interested in something around Christmas, because every fucking gift you get is going to be related to that subject.
One of my favourite Instagram posts in history is the girl who said, bees are quite nice, aren't they? And then it was like, I had a unicorn Christmas. I think we've discussed unicorn Christmas before. I'm staring at one of them right now. Where my mum just got onto I think I bought a t-shirt with a unicorn on it, and then she was like, done. And it's like, you know me better than that.
This is who you are now.
Yeah. It's like, it's not like you don't know me. You're my mother. You know what I like. You know what kind of things I like. And she just got me she got me 4 different unicorn one. She was like, I was like, another unicorn. She went, that one's a money box. Okay, that's a mug. Yep, got my unicorn mug. Got another. That's another unicorn.
Look at her. She's mad on them.
She loves unicorns. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like the unicorn Christmas, and I couldn't really not. I couldn't know what to do with these things. They're still in the house, and they're definitely something that like, Lewis sometimes looks at and goes, "Do you still want this?" And I'm like, "Just get your hands off the fucking unicorn. I've got to keep them now. She's dead." If she was still alive, they'd be in a tip somewhere, but she's not, so I've got to keep them. At least there won't be any more unicorn Christmases.
It's like a really sad donation to the charity shop. It's like, oh, a child died here.
Nope, it was a 30.
Normally it's just like a bad smelling suit.
It was a 32-year-old woman. You then had to find a place in her house for 8 unicorns and a unicorn mug.
Just go back to Paul's Christmas tree, the little caption on it was my mother would be turning in her grave if she wasn't cremated. And I was literally almost about to type threaten to stick Nanny's ashes in the blender. And I was like, just comment about the say something about the Pokemon instead. She's like an open threat. It's like, do you want him to go in, dear?
I do feel like I have been slightly possessed by the ghost of our dear departed mother, because when I tried to get every year me and Lewis have this battle about the fucking tree, because it's like, I don't expect you to do any decorating, right? I don't expect you to do any of that. I just might need some help assembling the tree because it's big, and he's like, oh god, like, it's the worst thing you've ever asked me to do in history. And so we get the tree up, and then he's like, do you want me to? I was like, no, you stay away from it. And I'm putting the stuff on, going, don't even look at it, go and do your own tree. And then so I gave him the top of Mum's old Christmas tree, which our stepdad foisted onto me, and I was like, you can have this tree. It's like, oh yeah, just something really big and very old.
It's a 6-foot Christmas tree.
Yeah. So anyway, it started.
Doesn't go in the
apart.
box anymore.
It completely started. No, it wasn't. It was like it looked like a body. He basically put in a load of bin bags,
and then he had
a load of like coiled wires, with the hooks on the end that you use to strap things to a car. And he just wrapped that around it. And I was like, you killed someone and brought them to my house. He's like, this is a tree. But then it all started falling apart. And then the top, I couldn't bear it. Like, the top was all right. So I was like, right, Lewis, you can have the top. So we kept the base and the top and made him a mini Christmas tree. And I was like, you go in there and do your tree. And that's the one. People come in and they go, oh, nice Christmas tree. Oh, is that Lewis's one? I go, yeah, that's Lewis's one. He's currently got he got a George Michael angel off the internet, which it turned out you had to make yourself. It was just a kit to make it.
Oh no.
So we've got that on the tree, and then all of his mum buys him ornaments for the tree quite a lot, which you can imagine. A young man, definitely that's all they want for Christmas, isn't it? Something that your mum's bought off a Christmas market to put on the tree. Like a plastic bauble just with Lewis on it. Like I'm a grown man.
It's also a fairly common name, so they probably just add that on the rack.
Yeah, just spin the rack, Lewis. Yeah, that's it. That'll do.
I want to get a custom ornament made. Oh, you've got them.
It's like bought in The Simpsons. Like, I've never found Jared on anything.
Yeah.
I get that custom made.
Yeah, definitely that vibe going on in our house of like, don't touch the tree, just leave it. Don't do that. What are you doing? Are you moving towards the tree? Go over there. let's find your ornaments. 1 year, was it last year or the year before?
He was leading him off by the hand. Let's go find your ornaments.
He has got his own, because he was like, well, I want to get. I was like, right. Well, he said, oh, I want. So I was like, I've got loads of spare ones that I'm not going to use. And he was like, no, I want my own. And he went off to B&M with a tenner and came back with all these fucking things. I was like, yeah, they'll look lovely on your tree and only your tree. Put them on there. like bright. But now they're all super trendy now. He's like a trendsetter, because now everyone's Christmas trees in the UK, they've all gone back to like 80s tat. So it's all tinsel, multicolored lights, as much crap as you can get on the tree. They've moved away from that kind of like them all looking like beautifully uniform, and like so he was actually a trendsetter because he was just like, I've got these are birds and they clip on. I was like, oh, they're lovely. And he's putting all this crap. Don't forget to put your glass pint glass that your mum got you. Put that on there. Don't forget your bulldog ones. Yeah. Decorate his tree.
It's like, how does it look from the back? Doesn't matter.
Nothing on the back. There's literally nothing on the back. That is a very, you know, there's a lot of talk in politics in the UK at the moment about gender roles and stereotypes. If you want to find out what gender someone is, you don't need to look at a gender recognition certificate. You don't need to look at the passport. You need to give them a Christmas tree, and if they only decorate the front, they're a man, and that's all there is to it.
So imagine someone at like a tree decorating competition and they're like, oh shit, they're checking the backs. No one's
going to see the back. You still have to decorate the back. Why? I don't know why. You just do. It's just what we do.
It's like, how did you loop the lights round? I don't know.
You just zigzag them across the front.
I got a pre-lit tree. I was like, I'm not playing the fucking lights game anymore. I'm getting a pre-lit tree. It's just every year, just like click a switch. There we go. All perfectly lit. Oh, it's beautiful.
You need the classic, like, Beechwood Estate fibre optic Christmas tree. That's what you need.
Yeah.
If you've got a family photo, professionally done family photo on the wall where you're all wearing white shirts and jeans and bare feet, you've got to have a fibre optic Christmas tree, a white one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so clever. That big. That's when they sort of in like 50 years when they're trying to like make it. Oh, it's going to be a retro TV drama about 2020. That's exactly what's going to be on the wall, like a big canvas. Big canvas of a dad looking massively uncomfortable in the back, like, what are we fucking doing here? Like,
it's like he's never been in a shirt in his life.
I'm not taking my socks off. I'm not doing it. Why have I got to do that? I don't understand it. Why though? Tell me why. Just do it. I've paid a lot of money for this. Like, for fuck's sake, no one told me about this.
Buy 6 pairs of blue jeans for this.
Keeps listening like, good times.
Those were the good years. The money came rolling in. Oh yeah, super tacky.
Everyone round ours now has got like the big blow up bloody snowmen and all sorts of stuff. It's like weird, wacky, inflatable arm flailing tube in the garden. There's a place around the corner and they've got like a blow up Santa's grotto, like a bunch of snowmen, like a giant Santa, a gingerbread man. There's like so many that all just blow up the garden. They have like a battery powered like massive big pump thing that keeps it going. Like every time I walk past it with a dog, they just start barking at him. Like, it's a gingerbread man.
We just tonight went on a Christmas tree light, trail thing or whatever it is to go and see them all. Some of them are just like, there's so much stuff. There's so much light. You're like, surely that's bad for something. Like it's too bright. There's too much light. It's covered the whole house. It's all cheap. Like, is it I don't know. Fires.
All these things are, these things used to be expensive to do, and now they're so cheap. If you want like a 6 foot, inflatable gingerbread man, they're about 20 quid, And so people just pick them up and they're so. And I always think like you buy all this stuff, and then you see it though, like in charity shops in January. Like, do you want an inflatable? I didn't want to put that back in the loft, and it's so cheap. I'll just buy another one next year. So here we go. Anyone want to buy this? And it's like, well, it's just going straight in a landfill. And that's where that's going.
It's so cheap. You already have one in the loft. You just can't be asked going upstairs.
Yeah, I'm not going up to the loft. We'll just use it last year. We'll just buy all new stuff.
There used to be, I think they still do it, but there used to be loads of houses in Pallisfield and Runcorn where there's like a row of houses, and it was like lit up like the bloody, you could see it from space. It was so bright. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and there'd always be one in the middle with nothing on, not even like a thing in the window. We're just like, nope.
Well, saying to Kath, it's funny, everyone, people are like, they'll put a few lights outside. It's just for them. Just a little bit of cheer. But as soon as there's a trail and there's some house nearby that's got all of this shit and there's loads of people like driving up or walking down to come and look at it, you always see these people sort of like sneering and everyone else is like meager efforts. You're like, it's not fucking for you, you piece of shit. These poor people in their house, like, don't look at my house like that.
It's like Homer looking at like Flanders' house.
Looking down your nose at me.
Yeah, so the BBC are doing a ghost stories for a ghost story at Christmas by Mark Gatiss has written it. And I was thinking it's kind of because now Inside Number 9 has finished. They used to do a Christmas episode every series, like more or less. They did a few Christmas specials, so there was I think it's called The Bells of Saint Nicholas was one. There was the Krampus one called Christmas. I can't remember what it was called now. A Demon at Christmas or something like that. The Demon of Christmas, and like there was loads of others that were. And I think now that that's kind of finished, Mark Gatiss has done they call it a Chilling Christmas Stories. So he's done like a couple of them, I think, like a compilation type thing, and they're going to be the next one's on Christmas Eve, The Room in the Tower, about a haunted room in a tower. So I'm quite excited about watching all of them because that's kind of that's going to be like, just a rundown of all good British actors doing good job doing a Christmas scary ghost stories and stuff like that. And it is a very Christmassy thing.
You mentioned in a previous episode that had nothing to do with Christmas that it's tradition to have ghost stories at Christmas, and it's even in that song is beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long. Yeah. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's the song.
That's what I said.
Well, yeah, it used to be. Oh, did you? Sorry. It's what I was saying is it used to be. It did used to be a tradition and it went all the way back to sort of very very early times when they would tell stories about the wild hunt, and the idea was if you talk about the scary things, then they won't come and get you. So it's almost like challenging, like we're going to talk about this and challenging them. And then that's why Dickens wrote Christmas Carol, because it was like it ghosts. And I think maybe now we're like, oh, ghosts and Christmas, crazy. But actually in the Victorian times, it was very much like there was loads of Christmas ghost stories, and people would get together and read ghost stories. So that's where it's come from. And then they've just kind of rejigged it a little bit now. But that's what it's one of the most famous ghost stories of all time, Christmas Carol, isn't it? So that's why he wrote it, and he serialized it so you could read it in the run up to Christmas, and then on Christmas Eve when the paper came out, that was the final bit that you could see what happened. So he wrote it like EastEnders kind of story arc, so that you could as you got in the run up to Christmas, and they still do it. They do it a lot in Scandinavia. They're still like that's part of Christmas very much. So is like getting a book. On Christmas Eve or something like that. Everyone gets a book and they just all sit around reading, and ghost stories are very popular. So I think it's a nice tradition. And I suppose Christmas is a bit like, because it is a bit, it's reflective time, isn't it? And then it's dark and it's cold, and it's like, I suppose it's and it's nice for not for you, no.
There's actual Christmas trees melting in Queensland. In Brisbane, there's a big one. It's been on the news because it's melting.
In the real countries, it's cold and dark.
There's a bunch of tinsel around a palm tree. Best we can do.
Well, then even you in Australia have that kind of iconography, don't you, about snow and like things like. Do you know what I mean? Even though you don't have it, really, it's like you still have it, and you still have the same types of films and carols and stuff like that. But and also it works in a nice contrasty way, because everything's like positive and happy, like, oh, let's bring some demons into that, or some witches or some devils or something, and see what happens.
We've started watching the Guy Pearce Christmas Carol like a few times, like around Christmas time, the one that was like put out by the BBC. It's like really really dark. He's like proper horrible, and like even more horrible than in like most adaptations. Where he's like him and Marley have like shares in like slave ships and all sorts of stuff, and it's like,
you know what I didn't know until today was we were put a bit late because I had to work I had to go to Adelaide for a week for work. But we put the Christmas tree up today, and Kath was like, "Oh, put some Christmas music on, blah, blah, blah." We ended up putting on, Finn wanted to watch Home Alone, so we put Home Alone on. It had the subtitles on, because Kath watches stuff with subtitles on. And I didn't realise that the old fella, the sidewalk salter, who they say killed his whole family, and then Kevin becomes friends with him and he makes up with his son at the end and whatever. His name's Marley.
Yeah, old man Marley. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I probably did know.
It was?
Put two and two together until I saw it today in text, and I was like, Marley.
Oh, do you know what? I'd never made that connection either, to be honest. Yeah. Because I thought, because he's American and he's kind of mumbling, and it's his brother telling him, but it's Buzz telling him who it is. And I thought he said Morley. I always thought it was old man Morley. And then you sort of see it later and you go, oh, it's Marley. But I actually never made the Jacob Marley link, to be honest, until today. So I've also learned that today. I think that's why the best Christmas films have got a proper dark streak in them. Like if you like Home Alone and like all of I love Home Alone and like the sort of home invasion and like they really want to kill him. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking Joe Pesci from Goodfellas, and he wants to kill him. Like
you remember that bit at the end, just before old Marley gets him with the snow shovel.
Yeah,
he's like, "I'm going to start," and they say, "Oh, they're going to exact revenge on him. They're going to do exactly what he did to him." And he said, "I'm going to start by biting off every one of these little fingers," and he's about to put one of his fingers in his mouth, and I'm like, "Ooh, yeah. You right, Finn?"
Yeah, and there's there's a proper, and then that little weird said, "Oh yeah, look at him." He's like, and the salt turns the bodies into mummies, and you're like, "This is a fucking kids film, man."
That's right.
But then the best ones I've got that I was watching at Scrooged is my favorite, and Scrooged is fucking scary sometimes. Like he's because he looks terrified.
Yeah,
and there's the bit where the homeless guy freezes to death.
Yeah,
and they used a take where he got something wrong, because it was like the first time he did it, he was genuinely like upset and he was screaming, and he gets a little line wrong, and you can hear him do it. He says he's supposed to say, "You should have stayed with Claire."
Yeah,
and he says, "You should have stayed at Claire's," and then he goes, "You should have stayed with Claire," and he's obviously like he's corrected himself, but they used that take because like. He's genuinely like he's distressed at it, and then all the stuff where he's like he realizes he's in the coffin and stuff. It's proper. It's not nice, you know.
For me, it was when he's in the coffin and when his old boss is there, you know, with the golf ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like in the coffin burning to death, and he's going, "Jimmy, don't let them burn me."
Yeah.
It's like, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Can we get to the happy bit now, please? And like literally like just after that is when he realizes it's like he's alive again. And it's just like, oh, thank God that's the end. Because if I couldn't have taken another one of them, another little vignette of like that, do you know what I mean? I love that film.
I would have 100% watched any of that trash content that he was putting out on that TV.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, sold.
The day
that's it. It's thing is though, TV now is worse than that.
The day the reindeer burned, is it? That's they're like Santa's Grosso gets taken over by terrorists. And he's like, Santa's going on like a suicide mission, and he goes, "No, you're too important. Let me go."
Christmas is cancelled.
Yeah, they got the big the promo that he makes, which is like AIDS.
The Scrooge promo.
Terror, war, and it's like they're all sat there like someone having a heart attack, and he's like, "This is great." I want a warning. Anyone with a heart condition should not watch this promo.
Like, even for the time that he was in, he still has more morals than like any TV executive in modern day.
I like when the other and the other. God, it's so dark now. I'm thinking about when they're talking about his assistant Grace, and she's like the ghost of Christmas Present is like he's like, Grace's husband died, and she goes, "Yeah, don't you remember that she wore black for a year?" And he was, "I thought it was a fashion thing." You know, and the kid's like in that foreshadowing where he's like locked in the loony bin in a padded cell.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! he stopped talking after his father seeing his father killed. And you're like,
Yeah.
can we lighten up a bit here, guys? Like, fucking hell.
It's stark.
It is very, and like, yeah, but you still, because it's Bill Murray, they had to cast Bill Murray in it, because otherwise you just would not be rooting for that character at all. But because it's Bill Murray, you're like, he's going to be okay in the end, because it's Bill Murray, right? He's America's funny guy. But if that was a different actor, you'd be going, I hope he fucking dies. I hope he burns. I hate him.
It was borderline John Candy just to save that movie.
Yeah. Fucking hell. It's a dark film. But I think that's what makes them good. I don't like... I mean, you watch things like Love Actually, and it's like, apart from people being absolute dicks and arseholes and horrible characters, there's no darkness to it. There's no kind of like... I always like the fucking... I think they probably want to redo this, though, if they did it again. It was like, when the planes hit the Twin Towers, they like reference that right at the beginning of the fucking film. Where Hugh Grant does a voiceover, and he's like, Christmas is a time of love. When the planes hit the two towers, none of the messages sent were about hatred. They were all about love. And I was like, what the fuck? Where are we going with this, Hugh? Where are we going with this, Hugh Grant? What are you... I still think that sticks out as such a jarring moment in that film.
They didn't need to put that in there.
They did not need to. And it was like 2 years later. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't even far in the future when the planes hit the Twin Towers. Thanks for reminding us all of that. Like, no wonder it doesn't do so well in America, that film. In the first 5 minutes, we're going to remind you of America's biggest loss to terrorist activity.
You can imagine someone saying, I want to make a reference to it. And they're like, no, I don't. And it being like a long, drawn-out thing. And finally, they got their way and it was in there. And they're like, oh.
Yeah, they're trying to make a, like... I just think it's such a strange line to completely kick that film off with. It's not even in the middle, buried in the middle. It's the first thing he says. I think people may have forgotten. We said never forget 9/11. We need to remind them that it happened in this Christmas film with Hugh Grant.
And they need to hear it in an English accent. So what are your favourite Christmas-related horror movies?
I mean, Gremlins has got to be up there, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's a
and that's a family favourite as well. It's not like a brutal horror movie.
Yeah, and I asked this on my I did ask this on my Facebook for reasons which will become clear to anyone who has entered that. So I said someone might win a prize. Guess what? I accidentally over-ordered Christmas crap that's film related, and I need to give it away. So it's easy done on Temu. It's easy done. Like, you know what I mean?
Did you put prize in inverted commas?
I was just really hoping someone who's within spitting distance of me said Home Alone, which they have, so I could give her this. Yeah, there is some Home Alone crap. But like, yeah, I suppose there's quite a few. I don't know, horror related. I mean, Die Hard's pretty horrific in places, isn't it? Like, people just get shot in the face. It's not very Christmassy. And then Gremlins, and I suppose you've got like Black Christmas and all.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't. I
mean, there's a lot of horror movies that are set, in the snow, not necessarily at Christmas time though. But I was thinking, there's Gremlins, there's Black Christmas, and then there's like there's Krampus, the Adam Scott.
Oh,
one,
I love that.
one,
I really
which
enjoyed that. Lewis hated it, but I thought I really liked it.
Oh, it's great. If you like, it's obviously not serious, and if you stay with that, it's fantastic.
The whole of Batman Returns is set around.
That's what I was trying to think of. Then I was like, isn't there one of the Batman films?
They like literally the Penguin's parents literally like set him afloat, and he's like bassinet down to the sewer like on Christmas Eve, and then when he like comes back up from the surface, he's like gonna kill all like the firstborn children on Christmas. He's got like candy cane bombs strapped to penguins.
Right. Whimsical.
I mean, there's loads.
There's a bit where Batman slides down the tree as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. There's a lot. Did you know what? There's a few like that, isn't there? Where you actually forget that they're made it. Jaws. I'll tell you what. Jaws 4. There's a good Christmas horror.
Jaws the Revenge.
George the Revenge, because he gets eaten by a shark on Christmas Eve.
Did you accidentally say George the Revenge just now?
No. George the Revenge.
It sounded very much like you accidentally said
That's
George.
a film I'm writing about our granddad, George, coming back.
Oh, we've got to write a movie called George.
To tell everyone to turn their heating off, turn the immersion heater off. You don't need that on. Like bloody Blackpool Illuminations in here, he says, as he smashes all the bulbs so you can't see him coming.
And anybody who's got like a Northern British parent is there to turn off the lights because it's like Blackpool Illumination. I think it's like a universal thing that we've all been told.
Yeah, I found myself doing that when I come home from work and Lewis is like, "Oh, have a nice day at work." I'm like, "Why is that bloody bathroom light on when you're downstairs?" I'm not
it's either Blackpool Illumination or the Black Hole of Calcutta. Those are the two extremes. It's like there's never. It's like, do you want the lights on? Do you want the lights off? Make a decision.
Literally the first thing out of my mouth. That bloody bathroom light is on. You're in the living room. Sorry, hello. Are you all right?
Why are you crying?
It's always bloody on. It's always bloody on. Yeah, there's loads of like Christmas horror films that they've obviously done to make a little tiny bit of money, like just awful ones like The Gingerbread Man and Fat Man, I Trapped the Devil. Like, like.
Did you either of you ever see Rare Exports?
Oh yeah, A Christmas Tale. Yeah, it's so good that.
No, I don't.
I think I've seen like a little bit of it, but it was a bad because you couldn't get it anywhere at the time. I don't know if you can now, but it was like such a bad rip you couldn't even watch it. But yeah, that was the was it Norwegian? Or it's a Scandinavian.
Yeah, a bunch of Norwegian.
They find Santa
miners.
Claus and he comes back and he's like evil and he's got all these horde of old naked men.
Yeah, it's got like a horde of elves. Yeah. They're like really creepy sort of like Scandinavian like folk elves. Yeah. It's like, I'm not fucking with them. It's like a bit where they've got him in the cage and they're just like, we've found a Santa Claus. That was in the trailer. What is it? What do you have? What have you found in the mine? We found Santa Claus.
There are some kids who are like realistically terrified of the fact that a guy is just allowed to come into the house. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's Father Christmas.
After he's been watching you for several months.
Yeah, who's fucking watching me? Like, why is he doing that? Why am I under a surveillance state? And then you just let him come in. Like, does anyone else get to come in? It's like, no, just mythical creatures. What, like Krampus and the devil and people like that? Yeah, they can all just come in the house if they want. I guess they've got powers and yeah.
So be a good boy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, all the Welsh kids are like, yay, horse skeletons arrive. All the Welsh kids are like, yes, this creepy horse skeleton puppet has arrived. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like some random person under like a black sheet. It was like, whoa. It's like, what the fuck? Why is there a skeleton at the door?
I saw something on I follow like an Isle of Man culture thing because of Hall Caine, who's the writer I'm obsessed with, and it came up and it was like, today we're learning about the white boys, and I was like, oh please don't. And it's kids in like it's like a Christmas tradition on the Isle of Man where you put a kid in a big white pointy hat and a big white cloak, and they're called the white boys, and they wander around doing stuff, and I'm like, oh man.
What do you mean stuff?
I'll be honest, I didn't read that far. It's some sort of religious thing. It's a bit like a Chris Dingle parade, I think. You know what I mean? Where they walk around with like candles and stuff. And Chris Dingles were an odd thing as well. That was a big part of our childhood, Paul, wasn't it? Like, we'll go to the Chris Dingle service. The red ribbon represents his blood. Like, what? It represents what?
Sorry?
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat all the sweets off the end of these toothpicks, and then I'm going to unwrap the orange, and I'm going to eat that. Anything else that happens, not interested.
There's wax in my orange. Yeah, that'll be from the candle.
I was reading a thing where it was like the rundown of what's on telly at Christmas in the UK. And it had this thing with Kiefer Sutherland where he's like an action star. He's like kind of like put into a pantomime for like by his agent, and he has to do it because like he's contracted now, and he's done for it. But in the article, it was like he's welcomed into the panto by Danny Dyer, and then I scrolled down to the next video. He goes, coming up as well, Christmas Karma, starring the guy from The Big Bang Theory. It's like a sort of Indian Scrooge type thing. And it goes, and it had also starring Danny Dyer. He gets about a bit, and he goes like, "Is the BBC's Christmas programming just all Danny Dyer?"
Danny Dyer is setting himself up for grandchildren, is what he's doing. He's like, "Granddad, can we watch one of your films?" He's like, "Oh fuck, yeah. In this one, right, in the first 10 minutes, there's a head on a pike, and then we shoot a drug dealer in the face." And they're like, "I don't want to watch that one, Granddad." Fucking hell. He's on the phone to his agent, going, "You've got to get me a family Christmas film." Like, I can't do this. Tinseltown, the Kiefer Sutherland one is called Tinseltown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to a pantomime. I went to Wakefield. My old friend, when I say old, I mean, I've known him for 40 years. Chris Hannon he's written Jack and the Beanstalk, and he's putting it on in the Wakefield. He does it in Wakefield every year, and he's also written the CBeebies pantomime this year. So he's like, he's in the panto game. He's a big fish in the panto game.
He was born for it.
And it's like, it's funny. They're not really like particularly. They used to be a bit scary. They used to always have to add someone in who was scary, but like a witch or something like that. But this in Jack and the Beanstalk, the villain, apart from the giant, who's kind of a villain, but he's not really. The villain is just a guy who's like a local councillor who's really like up on rules and keeps telling people off for disobeying rules and chasing them for council tax. And I was like, that is a very modern interpretation of like, he's obviously like a reform councillor, you know what I mean? And he's got the big book of council rules, and it turns out he's just been making them up as he goes along and like putting post-it notes in there and banning people from doing stuff that he's got no business doing. And he's the villain. And it's like, welcome to 2025.
It's just like, is it? And he goes, "What are the chances it was getting Jim Davidson to put on Cinderella?" Get Jim on the phone. I mean, people's like right-wing granddad. I think he had copies of like Cinderella and like A Burning Man in Christmas.
A Burning Man.
2 reindeers go to a bar. So you got chestnuts there.
So you got 3 kings. One of them's a Saudi. one of them's an Israeli. Shit. Stop it, Bernard. I do like all of the churches in America who are like putting up the nativity set, but they've like taken all the Holy Family away, and it's like the Holy Family are hiding from ICE. Like, Jesus Christ, we're living in the worst timeline, aren't we?
They should just have like a brutalist nativity, and it's just like all sorts of abstract shapes.
They sell those. I've seen. There's one that crops up on Instagram every year that's kind of like someone's bought this like modern nativity set, and Jesus is just like a sphere. Everyone else is just like these weird obelisks, and it's like, I don't know which one's Jesus. The sphere is Jesus. Why? Don't know. Don't let him roll away. Put him in the manger.
Not until Easter.
Off he goes. Bye, Jesus.
What country is it where they have a fella taking a shit? It's like that's like there's a nativity scene where there's always like the crapper or something like that. I'm pretty sure this is a thing.
Have you dreamed this, Jazz?
I probably saw it on like an episode of Eurotrash like about 30 years ago.
I'm gonna bet it's a Nordic country or like. I'm gonna go, or I might go. I think Eastern Europe. Let's go there. I think Serbia.
It's from Catalonia.
Catalonia. I mean, they are. Yeah.
The Cagna is a figurine depicting the act of defecation in nativity scenes in Catalonia, neighbouring areas, Andorra, Valencia, and the Balearic Islands.
Why? What? Why?
I don't know. even Wikipedia doesn't know because the exact origin of the Cagna is unknown. But the tradition has existed since the 18th century. Just people were just like, yeah, you know what this manger scene could use.
What a tradition! Imagine on Christmas night, Dad going out into the front garden. Go on, Dad.
Imagine some Spanish guy spending his first Christmas in the UK, and he's like, no one's crapped in this nativity. Do you want me to do it? I'll do it. What are you fucking talking about, Juan?
Who the fuck just went in the shed?
That is yeah. There's so many absolutely fucking bizarre Christmas traditions that crop up in the world, and it's like, why haven't you done this yet? It's like, we don't do that. You don't do what? Well, you don't have the Christmas frog. Well, how do you know it's Christmas Eve?
The Christmas
What?
frog.
You got to.
Has he shed yet? I don't know.
It's like the Japanese eat KFC. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, how did that happen? It's like, well, the Americans just like thought it'd be funny after the war. It's like, Merry Christmas. We eat Kentucky Fried Chicken on December 24th. We go, oh.
No, what they did. So this was a rise in like Asian franchisees of KFC when they were buying a KFC franchise, and they were like, we've made our own money. We're going to buy a franchise. We'll buy KFC, and it's like, well, yeah, you're going to be closed on Christmas Day, and they're like, why? Well, everyone's celebrating. We're not, right? We're not. Like, they're not. These people aren't. Can we just open? And they're like, I guess. So it's
looking in like the Shinto rule book is like, Christmas? What is this?
Well, it's when Christ was born. Yeah, but we don't do him. I've told you so many times.
We don't do him.
We don't do that one. I like it in all of like when people are talking about Jesus Christ showing up in other religions, and it's like in some he's like, oh yeah, he's a very important prophet in Islam, but he's not God's son, or he's very this, and then some of them are just like, yeah, he is just some guy that does show up in books sometimes, but he's just like a plumber or something. We don't really know what he does. Like he just shows up in a couple of stories, and we think it's probably because like Christians have got their hands on our holy books and started fiddling with them. And it's like, and then Jesus arrived, and like you can see they're still writing, and they're being dragged away to be like crucified, and they're like, Jesus came in, and then he did this, and he saved the world. Oh no! It's like, yeah, he just show up in one of our books. He just comes. He's just like in the background, like Dustin Hoffman in a holiday.
Yeah, a walk on.
He just does a walk on, winks to camera. Like, Merry Christmas. What's that? You'll see.
Why are you all so cross?
That's my favorite Bill Hicks joke. Do you think Jesus ever wants to see a fucking crucifix again? Like, why do all these people wear them around their necks? He doesn't want to see that shit.
I've made the same joke all the time because sometimes you go into like supermarkets and they're like really eager to put stuff out, and it's like a few days after Christmas, and there's always like there's Easter eggs like slowly creeping onto like one shelf before they start getting. I was like, he's just been born. Why is he about to die?
Let him live.
There's actually a new Jesus-themed horror movie come out with Nicolas Cage.
Of course there is. What?
Yeah.
Of course there is.
The Carpenter's son.
Oh yeah.
In the trailer, it's like, there's something wrong with that boy. they say he's the chosen one. Like goes out into like the desert. It's like, like a really, really stunning model as Mary with like, I think it's FKA Twigs. It's like Mary. She's got like eyeliner on and that. Looking like she's just like walked out of Sephora and just like put a scarf on her head.
It sounds like something that would be a parody in The Simpsons, doesn't it? FKA Twigs, that's Mary. Was I telling this podcast about the drama where Christopher Eccleston comes back as Jesus and then eats rat poison? Was I telling in a bolognese?
I've seen that. The second coming.
Who was I telling about that? So I think I was telling Liz.
It wasn't on this.
I was like, oh yeah, there's a drama called The Second Coming where Jesus comes back in the guise of Christopher Eccleston. He comes to Manchester and then realizes he's too powerful, and so like this woman he meets like basically gives him a bolognese with loads of rat poison in it. And Because I think what reminded me of it was actually Lewis eating a bolognese. he really throws it down. He's like, I love bolognese, and I was thinking, dude, I wanted to turn to him and go, oh, just like Christopher Eccleston in that film where he's Jesus. Yeah, that was an odd one.
It's also like a pre-Doctor Who Russell T Davies thing. And it's like, they watched that and they were like, yeah, I reckon this guy could do Doctor Who. So our friends in the North, he's done that gay programme and he's done Jesus poisons himself with rat poison. It goes, give that man the commission to Doctor Who.
I remember one of the miracles that he does is he goes to Main Road Stadium at night and brings the sun out. And then that was my dad. I remember my dad seeing that and going, oh, the jokes are going to come thick and fast about miracles happening at Main Road. I was like, yeah, maybe you'll win the fucking league, eh? That's how you can tell how long ago that was made, because the idea of Manchester City winning the league was ridiculous.
Now it's basically just like a really rich oil baron playing like Champion League manager. It's like, give them more money.
I went to see Inside Number 9's stage show, which was called Stage Fright. So they announced this last year. And it was originally only going to be in London. And it was a stage version of Inside Number 9 to like finish off the series, which is now all finished. They've done 9 series and it's now all finished. So they were going to do a stage show. And I was literally, I was about to spend 300 quid in January this year. Because I was like, I really want to see it, but I didn't have £300 because it was January, and I was like, what am I going to do? Like, and then I'm glad I didn't, because then they sent it on tour and it came to Liverpool. So I went on. It was a couple of days before my birthday. I went by myself. I got a ticket off Twickets, and someone had a spare ticket, so I just went on my own, and obviously forgot I'd be sitting next to this person. So I sat down, and she went, "Hi, Kirsty," and I was like, "Ah, how do you know my name?" And she was like, well, you bought the ticket off me. So I was like, oh, right, yeah. The first half of it was like, it was like versions of an episodes that have already been out. So they had stuff from, it was chiefly sort of Bernie Clifton's dressing room, that episode where it's about the comedy duo. Oh. And then, so that they did that on stage, and then they did a little sort of thing with a celebrity guest where it was a bit like, so basically they kidnapped someone and they kidnapped the wrong person. So that kind of happens quite a bit in the series, and they did that. And then the second half of it was the horror story bit, really. So they had done this whole new story about a film being made, or was it a play? Oh, it was a play, sorry. And they were like, they got this story that they were doing, this old story that they had rehashed for a play. So it was like a play within a play, and it was really good. It'll have finished by the time this episode goes out. Nobody new will be watching it. I think it's pretty much done now. So it's about a woman who goes to a sort of a doctor, and she's been promised that they can help her with her voice. It's something to do with acting. And so anyway, it's like a weird, creepy doctor kind of thing. But then the play within the play, things start happening to the cast, and they keep talking about this ghost that's in the theatre, and it is actually haunted as well. There's like 2 ghosts in the Empire that people have seen, and over the last sort of 100 years, it's like 100 years old since they rejigged it. And so they did a sort of play within a play, and it was scary, and they had a lot of jump scares. They had like this character who kept like jumping out, and it was really good. It was really effective, and it was great in a theatre. At one point they just cut, so that when you first go in, the first little bit they do is kind of like one of those adverts at the start of a film where it's like, turn your phones off, and it's kind of, so the first like 15 minutes is this, like, you're watching this little sort of, there's 2 loud people talking on the front row, there's someone like making phone calls, there's someone eating really loudly, And then Reece Shearsmith's character just murders them all, so that was quite funny. And then all of them but when we actually sat in the theatre as well, so you're sitting there chatting, and then suddenly every single light in the whole place goes out, and they play. There's like a drum sound, like poof, and it was like everyone's like, ah, shit, and that's like, okay, we know we're in it now. we're in the show. Really great show, and very like the second half was proper unnerving and scary. And I think it's quite a popular. Like there's also something called 222, a ghost story, which is coming to the Empire as well, which is like that got kind of famous when it started in London because people were genuinely scared and they were screaming, and it's like a ghost story where at 2:22 in the morning these weird things keep happening to this couple, and they had a lot of celebrities that they started out saying we're going to put celebrities in it, and not necessarily traditional actors, but like pop stars or like soap stars and stuff, not like serious theatre actors or Oscar winners. It was like, no, we're going to use like popular figures to try and get people into the theatre. And so Cheryl Cole was in it and stuff, and every iteration of it tends to be like pop stars who want to have a crack at acting, or soap stars who are not working anymore. But it's like, I think it looks quite good. I want to go and see that. I want to book for that. It's coming to the Empire because I think it's a great place. A theatre is a great place for horror. Like, you're talking about haunted, like a lot of them have got haunted stories about them anyway. You do have deaths in theatre, you have injuries, you have like trauma taking place, you have like fires, and back in Victorian times, if they're old enough, these theatres, like there's a lot of fires, poisoning from different lights and limelight that they used to use and stuff. So that they're already a bit spooky. They're always really old, most of them. And the Empire especially is like a bit like it's very old. So it's, even when they redecorated it in like 1924, 25, but they made it as like old fashioned and spooky as they could because they wanted that like Victorian, like, I don't know. They wanted it to look like an old Victorian theatre, which it was originally, but then they had to knock it down and rebuild it and stuff. So yeah, it was a great stage show, great way to end it, and I'm glad they brought it on tour because it's a shame. It would have been a shame for it just to only be in London, but they've toured it round. It was in, and they had a different celebrity guest every night, and I was a bit shortchanged because like the night I went on a Tuesday, my friend was going on the Friday. And I was like, oh, who was the guest star when you went? She was like, oh, it was Johnny Vegas. He was hilarious. I was like, oh, great. Like, who did you get? I was like, Claire Sweeney. But she was awful. She couldn't improvise. Or it's an improvise. Yeah, it's an improvisation. So basically, it's like they put someone on the stage, and then they like leave them, and they're meant to improvise on the stage as if they don't know what's happening to them. They've been kidnapped by accident, right? She just couldn't do it. So she was like, I don't know what to do now. They've just left me. I don't know what I'm doing. And it was like, you're meant to fucking improvise, you stupid bitch. Like, I really wanted to shout at her, fucking improvise. You're a fucking actress, apparently. Pretend this is the situation. Pretend we're not here, you silly woman. Like, what I mean? I really desperately wanted to do that, but it was frowned upon. So she was awful. And like, and just so bad, just like, and there's a wardrobe at the back, like, which was a reference to the episode Sardines, the first ever, where you're meant to open the wardrobe and show that there's people in there, and they go, no, it's too crowded in here, and shut the doors. So that was meant to be a nice little reference for the people in the crowd. She totally fucking forgot to do that, and they had to tell her to go and do it. They were like, go and open that wardrobe. And she opens it, she goes, hey, there's people in the wardrobe. It's like, oh my god. Like, I felt so fucking shortchanged. It was like, but genuinely, she was worse than someone if they just get them out of the crowd who doesn't know what's going on. They could have just like, because at the start as well. So I was in seat C10. So the person who bought the tickets originally and had one, she was like, I chose to sit in C9 because I think they might do something because it's seat 9. And it's like, and I was like, oh, that's a good show, actually. And then, like, one of the first things they did, they were like, there's going to be a little bit of a surprise in the audience for someone in seat. And they went, D9. And it's the guy behind us. And they put this massive spotlight on all of us. It's like, shit. But, like, yeah, it was good. But they should, yeah, she was fucking awful. And when you look at the list of guest stars, like there's so many great actors and comedians and stuff, and we got
She
stuck
was
with
so
her.
bad. She's got you like longing for Johnny Vegas.
No, but Johnny,
You're like, oh,
if you want someone who can spin it out, like Johnny Vegas, like I went to see Johnny Vegas before he was particularly famous at the Queen's Hall in Widnes.
Oh God, I thought I was
my
going to
God.
die at that show because I couldn't
Wasn't
breathe
it?
in because I was
couldn't-
laughing so hard.
Exactly. Like
I
we
was
paid
honestly in panic.
£6 for that ticket, and it was like a 3-hour show. They could not get him off the stage. And they were at the end, they just had to put all the lights on and cut his mic, and he was still going. And someone had to come out and go, "Please stop! The council will shut us down because this is supposed to be a curfew, and you're still going." And he was just like, "I'll be in the pub over the road if you want more material." And everyone was like, "Yeah!" And I was like, "Oh my good lord!" So, like, imagine him being told improvise. You know what I mean? He's just going to get up there, and he's like, it. So apparently, he was amazingly funny, and I got stuck with fucking Claire Sweeney, a terrible actress anyway, but also has never, God knows, I can't imagine she's been trained in any way, but could not improvise. Could not improvise at all, and just stood there like a dick. Just go, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. My mum's in the audience. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. Seriously, one. I think that was the only reason people didn't fucking boo her, to be honest, because straight away she went, my mum's in the audience. And it was like, all right, don't throw stuff at her. Mum's there.
Where is she?
But,
I'll fucking kill her if you don't get off that stage.
Yeah. Just like, I'll punch your mum in the face if you don't fucking start acting.
I've got your mum.
I've got your mum, Claire. But yeah, she was atrocious. And yeah, and I on purpose hadn't looked at like what it was about
Because you
or
wanted to
anything
be
like that.
pleasantly surprised.
Because I wanted to have like the shock element. I didn't want any spoilers, and then I was like, "Why is fucking Claire Sweeney in this?" Like, you know what I mean? And then I realised, if it had just been like a day either side, you would have got someone good, and we ended up with her. But it was still, obviously enjoyed the show. It was really good.
I saw a friend post some of the merch from there, and it's the she had a tote bag that was the poster for the guy looking for the one shoe.
Yeah.
They got for the shoe, like the poster that he put. So I found a shoe in the road.
A few people showed up with one shoe, like in their hand, walking around with it like it was a fucking cosplay situation. It's like you're at the theatre, yoink. You know, you're at a fucking Comic-Con. Stop play acting. But yeah, it was good.
They've always been very good at doing that sort of stuff. I mean, the League of Gentlemen tours were really good, and obviously the League of Gentlemen itself was a radio play and a play before it was even on telly.
Yeah, well, they've started off on stage, and I think they've obviously. So the first half, when they cobbled together like some of the Bernie Clifton's dressing room, they'd obviously made a few changes to it, like to make it make a bit more sense in the context of the show and stuff. But like the second half was a completely new story, and then had this like character, and at the end, this won't. I mean, like say, if you've still not seen it for some reason, I'm pretty sure it's finished now. But if you've still not seen it for some reason, then you can skip forward 5 minutes. But at the end, so they're doing this play, and instead of Reece Shearsmith, this other guy comes on who looks a bit like him, and it's like, all right. And then they sort of do a play within a play within a play, where they sort of finish the show in the play, and then they all come out to take a bow, and they're all comforting Steve Pemberton, and he's like, I said, I just didn't think I could get through the show, but we want, you've all paid your money. I didn't want to do the end of it without Reece, but Reece has been in an accident, and that's why we've changed the actor. So they're implying that Reece Shearsmith has died during it. There's like a prop that falls, and like, and they've implied that he's died, and then they do a whole bit where they're in heaven, and like someone kills them all, and they're all in heaven dancing in like white tuxedos. That was quite funny, like because you could like they don't like you're watching it, and then someone walks on in his costume, but it's not him, and you're like, that's not Reece. What's going on? Like, and then they go, oh, we're really sorry, Reece died. And then you just got to, and then they finish the show, and it's like, they're all in heaven dancing, and they do that's the song from Bernie Clifton's Dressing Room, which is Tears of Laughter, and they all sing that, and they're all dancing in these white costumes on the clouds and stuff. So it was quite, it was funny. It's a good show.
I mean, I watched the Black Phone 2, which is kind of like set at winter, so it's probably a bit Christmassy. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of leans a lot more into the like supernatural aspect of it. Like the first one was like, oh yeah, he's got like a kid in the basement and he's like a horrible bastard, but for some reason now he's like full on Freddy Krueger, and he's like for some reason he's also on ice skates.
Oh, isn't that
so he's
weird?
Like,
yeah,
like not only is he like a child murderer, but now he's like a Freddy Krueger ghost who also ice skates.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of Freddy Krueger on ice.
It is Freddy Krueger on ice. That's exactly it. If anyone is thinking about seeing this movie and they want to know anything about it, it's Freddy Krueger on ice. Well done. That's it. It is quite menacing when they're waiting for him to appear, and then he comes like skating like towards them, I guess, in a way. But yeah, I found that a bit weird as well.
But I was like watching it. I was watching it with Laura. I was like, yeah, a child killer who inhabits people's dreams, who wears a funny hat, and he goes, never seen that before. But yeah, Ethan Hawke behind like a really creepy mask. They also go to like a winter camp. It's like, why? It's like a Christian winter camp. It's like on an iced out lake in the middle of like a massive storm. Also, there's no way they're earning as much money running that camp than it takes to put them fucking massive heaters on. So like they go to one dormitory, and it's got like 4 like entire wall sized heat like space heaters. It was like, what the fuck is this? Also, there's a character from the first film who was like recast as his own brother. It was like they've just stuck a pair of glasses on him. It's like, yeah, I can't believe my brother also died. It's like, that's you. They just like recast him as like his nerdy younger brother. Also, like, I know they're trying to redeem him, but like they really painted that dad in the first film out to be like a full-on horrible bastard. And then he's just like, and then in the second film, he's like, yeah, I'm sober now, son. And he goes, I really love you. It's like you literally beat your daughter with a belt for like opening the bread too noisily.
It was just the alcohol. That's all it was.
It's like, you don't have dreams. You're not like your mother.
Oh.
It's like all the women in your mother's family, they could all do this weird dream thing. You're not like her.
Then at the end where he turns up and they think, oh, now he's pissed and he's going to like drag them back home before they can finish it. He's like, it's going to like fucking like Scooby-Doo or something. He's like, hi, I'm here. How can I help? Shut up, Dad. Go get drunk.
I brought the snowplow, son. Dad, you haven't had a drink, have you? But yeah, like they totally got over the horrendous abuse from their drunken dad like way too quickly.
Yeah. Good movie though.
Yeah, no, it is really decent. I mean, I watched the first and the second like quite close together, just to like get a bit.
Fucking awesome. Chalk and cheese.
Yeah, the first one's definitely really good. It's just like, you made me kill my brother. It's like it wasn't anything to do with him. When he's like, his brother's like doing coke in front of the police. It's like, that's the most like 70s cokehead thing to do. It's like, yeah, you wanna, there's definitely something going on with these children. It's like chopping up lines. He's got like he's got like a massive map with like pinboards on it and like string and shit. He goes, for some reason all this is happening outside my house. It like regularly happens in horror films now, though, doesn't it? Someone has to get a map out and draw like a bunch of lines.
Yeah, even in weapons. It's like, oh, no one knows anything. Hang on. If I just draw some lines on this map. Wait a minute.
Where'd you get a paper map from? I printed it off Google Maps and then it wasn't the right size and then I had to pick it. In the end, I got one on eBay.
It's just like he's found like an A to Z from like a charity shop. It's like best I can do. It's like, this isn't not even the same country. Yugoslavia, that's not even a country anymore. Oh, we've watched the newest series of Stranger Things as well. Although, like, it used to take them like ages to like get to the Upside Down, and now it's just like, okay, we're there. It's like, oh, Demogorgon just opened a hole in our house, so let's just go through. Also, like, they seem to be just like the Demogorgon, like one Demogorgon was like the entire antagonist of like the first series, and now they're just like batting them like flies.
It's like Alien and Aliens kind of thing.
Yeah. There's like several of them. Although it has taken 10 years for them to get from like the first series to the fifth series. So now all of those children are like full on adults, which also makes it a lot more like an 80s film.
I was at my skateboarding lesson.
Oh
with
my God.
Early 20s skateboarding instructor.
Wow.
Who? And he's like,
Is this the dude who has like the most stereotypical like Australian skateboard t-shirt name?
Cody.
How's midlife crisis going, Paul?
Yeah, it's going real good. So Finn has lessons with Jiva. I have lessons with Cody. And it's so embarrassing because I noticed he had a guitar and amp in the back, and I was like, oh, you musician as well, talking. And it got to the point where I gave him a USB thumb drive of like my music that I've done in the past. And I'm like, I just let my head drop to the steering wheel. It's like, what am I doing here? But anyway.
You did that instead of like picking up the guitar and like showing him that you can actually play like really good. It's like, yeah, I'll just give you this this USB. Like, give him like a
we should jam
CD.
sometime. And I'm like, I don't know if that's appropriate. He's in his 20s, but still.
You like turn up to his house and it's like a sting operation. It's like, why don't you just take a seat?
Well, it's funny, he's talking about his dad, and I'm like, oh, that's funny, I say similar things to my kids, and I'm like, I'm probably the same fucking age as his dad. There's a chance I could be. Anyway, so with all this going on, with him having a 43-year-old student instead of the usual 8-year-old kids who he teaches. He can swear more with me, so that helps. So we're stood at the edge of the bowl, and he's like talking about some stuff we're going to do. And this woman comes over with her dog, and she says, did you know that guy in the van? And we have to both think for a minute. We're like, oh, because there was a white van parked on the road, which is where the skate park's just off this road. And there's a white van parked there, but there's white vans parked fucking everywhere. It's a Gold Coast. And it's had like an awning on it and like the camping attachments and stuff. And we're like, yeah, what? Did you know him? No. Oh, I looked in the window at him and he looked really nasty. I was like, sorry, who the fuck are you? What are you talking about? You crazy woman. A middle-aged woman with a dog. Well, not me middle-aged, older than me. And walking a dog. And then she started talking about, some girl was taken. Some girl was dragged into a van and taken. And I'm like, it's the first time I'm hearing about this. Story was actually Coolangatta, which is where the airport is at Gold Coast, like right at the border. Some van or some guy in a car or maybe a van tries to get a girl to come in. She ran off, and that was it. The police were looking for him. And this woman's just gone nuts with it, clearly. And she's like, oh, yeah. And Cody was like, oh, I think he's like an older fella. And she was like, oh, yeah, he's real nasty looking. He's probably looking at you two, thinking you two were kids. And I'm like, fuck off. I've got fucking grey hair. Like, and then I was like, did you get his license plate or anything? She's like, no, I saw his face. I'd remember his face. And I'm like, of this innocent man who's just parked his van there like a lot of people do for no reason. And I was like, are you telling me that I was in danger of being grabbed by a man in the van while I was skateboarding at the age of 43?
Also, this is kind of like horror movie logic, where it's like you see someone that you're suspicious of and you say they look really nasty and there's been a nearby kidnapping. Did you call the police? No, I just
Yeah,
went to
no.
2 local skateboarders and started asking them about it.
I
Why?
approached these 2, grown men, 6 foot tall, stood there, prime prey.
In this scenario, Paul, I'd be calling the police on you. I'd be like, there's a guy over there who's in his 40s who's pretending to be a skateboarder.
Yeah.
He's clearly there to nab some
If
kids.
anyone's a predator here, it's me.
He's being assisted by some 23-year-old guy. And the 2 of them are there pretending to be skateboarders. They're clearly not.
And I'm in much better physical shape than the guy in the van. I could grab like 4 of these kids easy and just run off with them.
It sounds like the plot of like a 90s like horror comedy. Like 2 skateboarder guys like have to take down the bad guy in the back.
to be fair, if there wasn't any doubt in our minds, you could have just pulled the guy out and just stood on him while the police came up, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it just really cemented that sort of like, should I be doing this at this stage of life? I'm now being told, watch out for minivans. If he says he's got a real cool deck in there, don't you go down to look.
Yeah, if he says, do you want to see some puppies? Say no.
Hey, you boys want some free skateboard wheels? I've got heaps of them in the van. They need to go today. Yeah, I'll have a look.
You like Vans trainers, don't you?
You do. Oh, that was funny. Oh, it was funny when I was at Finn's lesson. I sort of skate around while Finn's having his lesson. And Finn told his instructor it was my birthday. And he reached in his back pocket and he gave me this, like, their rock and slide skateboarding, like a thing with Vans stores. It's like a 20% off because you're a student and gives it to me for my birthday.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Because you're like, that helmet isn't just for protection. You need it.
This is a really good life lesson for Finn, though, because every time he's like, oh, I don't really want to do this, Dad. Or it's like, listen, if you don't do it when you're a kid, you'll do it when you're 40 and you'll look like me.
Exactly.
Is that what you want, Finn? You want to be on a skateboard when you're 43? Is that what you want?
I don't want to be the dad who takes his kid to a metal gig in his, like, black leather jacket that he used to wear.
Hey, my concert going jacket.
Billy Beer.
He's just got like a bald head with like a ponytail.
Well, first of all, I just looked at some Christmas ones online. They're just, it's a non-starter. So the only good one, I'll give this to Jed. It's a bit of a stupid question, but I'll give it to Jed because it'll be easier than giving him anything else. Would you rather spend Christmas at the Bates Motel or the Overlook Hotel?
I mean, like, I don't think Norman Bates like killed men, so I reckon I'd be all right. I'd just like stay out of the shower and that. But, like,
Stinky Christmas with Jed. Stinky and safe.
I got baby wipes and some deodorant. And the Overlook is just horrible. Like everything that happens there is just dead. It's just not nice. I just want to go and chill out in like the hedge maze, but no, I'm fucking lost in a snowstorm.
Well,
like,
in the book they come to life, remember, as well.
Yeah. I just want to go to the bar, but no, it's just fucking ghosts everywhere.
So, assuming that, well, first of all, spending Christmas at the Bates Motel and have nothing happen is potentially worse than spending Christmas at the Bates Hotel and have him try and kill you, because at least there's something exciting going on. But the Overlook Hotel, wouldn't that be a fucking opulent Christmas? That'd be amazing.
I don't know. Maybe Norman and his mum had put on a nice spread. Mother's put out some canapes and a charcuterie board.
All right, Kirst, I'll give you this one because we know that Jed has a penchant for eating crow meat. So, would you rather own a bird that can perfectly repeat anything it hears and one day it starts to speak to you in a demonic voice? Or live in a world where birds have all grown to the size of small cars, turning from harmless creatures to terrifying predators overnight?
Well, I'll go with the demonic bird because, like, if he's repeating stuff and he's heard demon voices, it's like, yeah, but I haven't seen a demon though. You have. Maybe it's a demon that only comes to crows or something like that. Whatever bird you are. What
So
bird
you
are
think it is a parrot demon?
Yeah, I reckon it's.
And that's none of your concern as a pet
It's a
owner.
demon. It's not my problem, mate. It's not my problem. I'll be like, listen, I know Kiki's pet insurance has just gone up. And I'm very much on the like, if she starts showing symptoms or something, fair enough. But I am not taking her to the vet every time she looks slightly weird. Like, nah. And if that parrot's gonna be talking in a demonic voice and say something like, that's a parrot demon or a minor bird demon, and you need to deal with that. I've got enough on my plate. Is my answer.
Right. So Jed assuming that a psychotic killer won't kill him. You assuming that the demonic voice that the parrot is speaking in is just related to the bird world.
Well,
And
like
that's
that's
nothing
surely,
to do with you.
yeah. Well,
Right.
that's what birds would
You're
do.
too clever for this book, you guys. You know that.
That's what birds would do in a like if you had a parrot and you were getting haunted
But
by a
wouldn't it
demon.
just make bird
parrot, right,
noises? The bird demon?
It's
Why
a
would it be
demon.
speaking English
It's
to a
demon.
bird?
Well, parrots speak English.
Not to
parrots
each
speak
other.
English. What are you talking about?
It's like
Not to
Reagan
each- not to each
from
other.
The Exorcist pet budgie.
Not to each other. They might do. It might be like a Dutch parrot who's a demon, and it's an English parrot, and he's like, I'm not going to speak Dutch to him. I'm going to speak English because we both speak English. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
I don't know the language of birds.
It's just like someone has an African grey and they've just been leaving like The Exorcist free on in the background.
Yeah,
It's like, what are you doing?
I'd assume it was something like, something off one of Lewis's bloody horror games or something that it's repeating. I wouldn't be.
well,
I wouldn't
we
think, oh, that's
know
probably a
to
demon.
assume.
That's probably a demon. No, it's probably just something he's heard on the telly. He'll start talking about the darts in a minute.
180.
Killer
I'd love
bird
it.
voice.
I'd love a parrot that did that.
All right. For me, would I rather find myself hurtled 2,000 years into the future, stepping into an unknown, possibly dystopian world where the remnants of humanity may be unrecognizable, or transported 2,000 years into the past or past, where your modern knowledge is more of a curse than a blessing? Well, I'm pretty stupid. I reckon I'd pick the past. I'd be all right. How do you explain this? I can't remember. It's something to do with calcium. Yeah. It'd be one of those where you'd be like, explain to a shuttle like an alien race where it'd be like, how do computers work? I'd be like, I don't know.
Not really my job.
You've got the wrong guy. And I'd already eaten like tons of food and really overstayed my welcome. We had the parade for you. The amphitheater was open. You were adored by everyone. Now show us how this works. It's like a peg.
It's like I see one of them 10-minute episodes about a spring factory once.
I did watch an episode of How Is This Made, which was about Jaffa cakes. Are you interested in how a Jaffa cake is made? Because I can tell you some of that. Not all of it, because I didn't really pay attention. But I can tell you some of how a Jaffa cake is made.
It's like, why don't they have a 25th door on the advent calendars? Because they get chocolate on the whole day. They don't need a window for the 25th. They get more than enough chocolate.
Oh, that sounds like my fucking... This is kind of my whole life, to be honest, is just people asking me fucking questions all the time.
Well, you are
It's
a
all-
teacher.
I know, but they're always asking me stuff like all day, every day.
What the fuck are you asking
and
me
I tell
for?
them the answer. But I tell them the answer and then they ask the same question the following day. And sometimes when I get home, I'm like, Lewis is like, what do you want for tea? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I can't answer another question today. You answer the questions. Well, I can't. Well, you answer them. I don't know.
And he serves you spaghetti bolognese and you're like, I'm not hungry.
fine. I'll eat it. That would be. I'll eat it. Genuinely, anything we eat, like I eat at a normal human pace. And so, literally, the last 10 minutes of me eating anything is just like having both a dog and a grown man staring at me, going, "Are you leaving any of that?" I'm like, no. Sure. And sometimes the question is, how much of that are you leaving? I was like, I feel this
before you even start.
I feel it.
How much of that are you likely to finish?
I feel like this is a leading question, and I will be eating until I'm full. So leave me alone.
It's like when Kath says to me, "That's a lot of food for them, isn't it?"
Like this extra piece of pizza is called the dad slice.
We do, yeah, we do. When we used to do on a Sunday, we would get like chicken thighs and do a Sunday dinner, and then our friend Ryan would sometimes come round, and we ended up giving him the Ryan thigh because there was 5. It's like, how's this chicken got 5 thighs? You can have. So an uneven number. Ryan, do you want to? So yeah, that's what we call now the extra piece of food that we didn't really need. It's called the Ryan thigh, whatever it is. Do you want to meet the Ryan thigh of these mince pies? Yeah, go on. I'll have the Ryan thigh.
Do you remember on the advent calendars, the 24th was always like a massive one? It was like a massive chocolate.
Yeah,
I mean, the last one was in the middle and it was huge.
I remember the advent calendars that just have pictures on them. It was just like a picture.
I remember the old ones. It was just a picture, and you were like, "It's the wise men." It's a shitty drawing of the wise men. Why did I get a?
It's another donkey.
It was a donkey on the 3rd, the
8th. They couldn't afford horses.
Oh. Yeah, it's funny. I was looking at a post, and I was like, "Oh, we used to have chocolate advent calendars," and I was like, "Wait." No, for most of the time they were just pictures. There were no chocolates. That came later.
Yeah, or maybe a Yeah, that was a much later. I remember very excitedly getting a Kinder Bueno advent calendar one year, and there was nothing behind the window except a Kinder Bueno. So I was like, "Well, there's supposed to be something behind it, like to look at." And everyone was like, "What are you complaining about? You get a load of kids. I want to be able to be something behind it." And I was just a blank.
The shape of something, or there's a picture behind it, or
I want it to be like, oh, a candy cane, oh, an angel, oh, it's a star. There was none of that. It was just, I may as well have just bought a bag of fucking Kinder Bueno. And also I knew, because it was a Kinder Bueno advent calendar, there was no mystery about what would be behind that door. It's going to be a Kinder Bueno. I just don't understand like what the point of that calendar was, because there was nothing of like, oh, what will it be? Well, obviously it's a Kinder Bueno. Why don't they just buy a bag of Kinder Bueno and eat one every day? That's what I just was really disappointed with that calendar.
Kinder No Bueno.
Hey! That can't even be the episode title because it's a trademark.
Do whatever the fuck we want, Curse. No one's knocking on our door for any reason. If they do, we're in a shitload of trouble.
Those Kinder people are on to us.
Well, I committed a Christmas faux pas when I was tasked to buy. I was like, you know what, Kath? You're busy. I'll take care of Christmas.
Oh, no! No, you can't! Oh, you'll ruin it.
That's not the faux pas. So I bought the kids way too many. Because I always feel like, I used to remember we didn't have any money. We had fuck all. But then at Christmas, we had shitloads of stuff. There was so many presents. It was like a mountain of them. And we give our kids stuff, and like, it's more expensive stuff, but they just don't seem to have the quantity. And I'm like, I want them to have the quantity at Christmas. Like a whole couch with then the clothes draped over the back and everything. So I spent way too much money, and I've bought the kids tons of presents for Christmas. And Kath was like, do you want me to get the advent calendar? I was like, nope. That's fine. Kath showed me one that she got for Finn, which was a Lego one. So there's Lego behind every door, different thing that you build, which is pretty cool. And then Melodies, it was we wanted to get the Bluey one, where they do Bluey toys behind every door. But they were sold out everywhere, or the only place they had them left was Aldi. And I'm not doing that fucking queuing up at an Aldi on Wednesday morning to get the specials and all that shit. Fuck that. So anyway, I found
I don't love you that much, kids.
Well, yeah. I do have a job. So I was like, I found one online. I've got a Bluey advent calendar. It's not the same one, but it's in the shape of the house, and it's got toys behind every door, and it's fine. Great, okay, so I'll get it. Now, it's only maybe a few days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, that we realise that it's not an advent calendar. Cass, like, this isn't an advent calendar. And I'm like, it's a big box with a lot of windows on with numbers. And when you get to that number, you open it and there's something inside. It's an advent calendar. She's like, yeah, there are only 20 doors instead of 24. And I'm like, what? And I look at it and it's a countdown calendar, which you can use for anything, toilet training, all of these other things. And it's 20. So it's not an advent calendar. And I'm like, first of all, it wasn't stated clearly enough for something that is a fucking advent calendar that it is not an advent calendar. And second of all, 20 for a countdown calendar is a fucking arbitrary number. Make it up to 30 or 31. Or you know what? Just make it 24 and you can buy it for an advent calendar, or you can buy it. Why would you not do 24? Because then it could be both and you'll sell more.
Well, Paul's just angry at the concept. He's had to explain it to Kath rather than the fact that he didn't read it properly. He said 20 days. He's like, they shouldn't make these Kath. Why wouldn't they have 24 days?
Yeah, making a monkey out of me, Jet.
So you've done a terrible job at doing Christmas, and
yeah. Christmas is cancelled.
So on the 20th now, then what are you going to do with Melody's advent calendar? Just got to celebrate Christmas on the 20th, so she doesn't twig.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now we have a very special guest. Just for you, because it's Christmas. He never wanted anything to do with this podcast, but we've dragged him kicking and screaming through 3 seasons. Lewis has a ghost story.
I was in work last week, and this girl called Emma I've been on shift with. She was kind of pottering about, and she kind of wanted to, do some emails. So she goes to her office, sort of thing, and it just leaves me in security on the door, sort of thing. She pops back in and goes, I've had a bit of a weird experience, right? She goes, at first, when I sat down at the computer, I thought I heard someone crawling in. She thought it was one of the other girls who worked there, maybe, something like that. Yeah, and then she's, thought, this is all just in my head a bit. And then apparently, again, I'm I don't believe in any of the higgledy-piggledy, but apparently this door that was locked, that opened a little bit. Everybody checked afterwards, to see if it was still locked, and apparently this door had sort of swung open. And then she said that something touched her on the shoulder, right? And then she had a sort of, one of them droopy tops that women have with like the shoulders on. So she thought, it might have been a breeze or something like that. And then and then she's just got, right, okay, it's all in my head, you know what I mean? She tried to rationalise it a bit in her head. She went, right, it's all in my head, sort of thing. She tried to crack down on her emails again. And then something's apparently just fucking yanked the ponytail down. And then she came in, like, sort of shook up to us, like, because, I don't really know what to call that attack by a ghost, I don't know. So the staff room of which all of this happened, that is attached to the museum. And if you've been to Norton Priory, there's a lot of dead bodies in that museum. And she did say that she was taking the piss out of a few skeletons before she went into the staff room.
You mentioned the dead quite often.
You mention the dead a lot.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Ho, ho, ho.